Hello everyone. Today what we're going to do is look at translations. By the end of this video you should understand how to carry out a translation as well as how to properly describe a translation. So let's start with this example. On the grid, translate shape P by the vector 10, 8 and then label it R. So this vector is basically saying XY, okay? And we can see that when it's positive, it's going right. And when Y is positive, it's going up, okay? So you can see that this point here, we'll call this point A, is going to go 10 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then it's going 8 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can call this point here A prime. Okay? We'll do the same with the other points. So this will go 10 across. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then it goes 8 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're here. We can call this one, if this is B, we'll call this one B prime. Same with the third example. So if I label this here, C, we'll go 8 to the right, 10 to the right, excuse me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we'll go 8 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll call that one C prime. And then finally this one here, which I'll change the color of my pen to green. We'll call this one D. It will go 10 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then it will go 8 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're left with D prime. Now let's collect the dots. You guys will have a ruler. And finally we can label this shape R. What about if it's negative? Well, if a vector is negative, as you can see, because all of the coordinates are going more negative, we're going to go to the left and we're also going to go down. Alright? So once again, let's label our coordinates A, B, and C. And now let's start with A. We need to go 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're left with A prime. Now, let's look at B. Once again, we need to go 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need to go down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's label this B prime. Okay? And finally, let's work with C. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're left with C prime. Let's connect to the dots. And we're left with triangle T. What about if we're told to describe the single transformation that maps A to B? Well, first thing we need to do is we need to describe, first and foremost, that it's a translation. And that is the first step. Now we need to know how it's translated by, which is a translation vector. And now let's work out what the vector is. So, let's first and foremost look at this point here. We'll call this one, we can't call it A. We'll call it W. W, X, Y, Z, sure. W, X, Y, Z. Let's take a look at what we need to move from here to here. So, from W to here, how much across do we need to move? We need to move 1, 2, 3, 4 across. But more specifically, 4 to the right. And we need to go 1, 2, 3 down. And this is W prime. So because we went 4 to the right and 3 down, this is going to be 4 minus 3. Okay? Now, we can leave our answers like this, but just to play on the safe side, let's check for all of them. So this X is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look, it's 4 to the right. And 1, 2, 3 down, yes. So this is X prime. And what do you know? The translation vector was still 4, 3. So it will work for Z. And it will also work for Y. And there you go. So now let's try it for this example. Describe fully the transformation that maps triangle A to triangle B. Well, let's call this XYZ. X, Y, Z. Let's just do the endpoints because they're the most easy to differentiate. So let's first and foremost say that it's a translation because it's a translation because we're moving one point to the next. It's a translation. And from Z we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right. And 1, 2, 3 down. So it's a translation of vector 5 minus 3. But let's double check. You never know, adults make mistakes. And this is Z prime. Let's try it for X. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's plus 5. And let's go 1, 2, 3. That's minus 3. Oh, what do you know? That's where X prime lands. And so for Y, we can safely say that if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, that should be there. Well, do you know that's plus 5? And then 1, 2, 3. Oh, look, we're in Y prime. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. If you guys need some extra questions to ask me, drop down to my Discord server. It's just the easiest place to reach out. And if you guys need some extra tutoring, please drop me an email and we can organize a meeting and a quote. Keep on learning, as you have no idea what you're capable of doing.